Hello everyone, my name is Haris and I'm a developer in the Conduit team. Today we'll be going over how to build pipelines with Conduit, which will be not only streaming data from a source to destination, but also transforming it and filtering it. We'll see how you can use JavaScript transforms and filters to write pretty much any kind of transformation you want. Filter records in any way you want, but we'll also see how to use the built-in transforms and filters so that you can do what you want with pretty minimal code. To get started, you can go to our GitHub repository. You can get Conduit in a number of ways. You can download one of the releases. Right now, the transforms and filters are available in nightly builds. So you can download a nightly build. You can also pull a Docker image, but you can also just clone the repository, run make, and you'll have Conduit. It's as simple as that. Okay, so I already have Conduit, so I'll just run it. Our demo pipeline will have a source with fictional users, where some of the users will be trial, some of them will be paying, and our demo pipeline will filter the paying ones and also extract some information, and we'll do that in steps. We'll be creating the pipelines using the HTTP API. You can of course do that through the web UI too. All of the code and the bash scripts will be attached to this demo, so you can experiment with it. Now, let's go over the first part. So here we are creating the pipeline and then creating a generator source. The generator is one of the built-in plugins, so you can use it straight away. The users will have an ID field, a name field, and a trial field. And here we'll be creating 5 users every 100 milliseconds. We are also creating a file destination where all of the records will be written to a file called allusers.txt. So let's just run this. Okay, now let's check all users, and here we have the 5 users. Okay, so no filtering, transforming here, so we'll first do the filtering. We'll be creating a similar pipeline. We'll build up on the previous one, but we'll add one file destination which will be only for the paying users. So after that, we'll create a JavaScript filter. Now, in Conduit language, any transformer or filter is actually a processor. If you are writing JavaScript processors, then the actual semantics depends on what the output of your function is. You are expected to write a function which is called process, and which accepts a record as input and then returns either null or record, depending on whether you want to drop the record from the pipeline or transform it. In this example, we are taking the record payload, parsing it as JSON, and then inspecting the JSON for the trial flag. Here, if the trial flag exists and is true, then we return null, meaning this record needs to go away. Otherwise, we simply return the same record. We can, of course, apply transformations here. We are creating a JavaScript processor, so we set the processor name to JS. Then we specify a parent. Now, in Conduit, transforms and filters can be attached to a source or a destination or the whole pipeline. If a processor is attached to a source, then it will be working only on the records coming out of the source. If it's attached to a destination, then in the same way it will be working, so either filtering or processing only the records which are coming to that destination. And if it's a pipeline processor, then it will simply be working on all of the records. Since we want all of the users to go into the all users.txt file and only the paying users to go to the paying users file, then we are attaching this filter only to the paying, so say file destination. I'll remove this file and then run the second script. Okay, so again 5 users here, and we have 2 which are trial, 3 which are not in trial. So let's check what's in paying users, and here we have the 3 paying users. Now besides filtering, we can also do transforming of records. We can do it in JavaScript. However, I'll show you how to use the built-in transforms. Namely, some, let's say, commonly used transforms are pre-built with Conduit, so you can just use one of those. Again, we'll use a similar pipeline, so everything is the same: generator, source, 2 destinations, a filter, and then we also add a transform. In this case, we use a processor called extract field payload, which will extract a field from a payload and then replace the whole payload with it. We only want the name for these users because, you know, maybe you simply want to reach out to them or something like that. So let's run this too. I'll just remove these files since this will be recreating the pipeline. Okay, again 5 users. We have 1, 2, 3. Again 3 users which are paying. So now in the paying users.txt file we expect those 3 paying users, but we do not expect the whole JSON files. We expect only the name. So let's check that. Okay, here they are. So this is how you can use transforms and filters, both built-in and JavaScript ones, in Conduit. If you want to learn more about this, feel free to check out the documentation which we have provided. There are some examples there too. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can reach out to us via Discord or GitHub discussions. I hope you enjoyed this demo and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.